Houston, 2023. A woman named Jade is leaving the gym at 9 p.m., earbuds in, keys in hand, mind on dinner. She notices a man in the parking lot who glances at her twice as she passes. She thinks nothing of it. 30 seconds later, crossing toward her car, she notices the same man, now behind her, walking her pace, same direction. She tells herself she's imagining it. She speeds up slightly. He speeds up. Her car is 40 feet away. She reaches it, fumbles with her keys, gets in, locks the door. He walks straight past without breaking stride. Was he following her? She never found out. But here is what I know for certain. She had no plan. She had no system. And for 40 feet, she was completely alone with a feeling she could not name and did not know how to act on. Tonight, that changes. I'm Asha, and this is Safety Nest. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact signs that tell you someone is following you, and the 60-second plan that takes over the moment you know. Before we get into the signs, I need you to understand one thing about how following works. Because most people have it completely backwards. They think being followed is a sudden event. Someone decides to follow you and it begins. In reality, the selection happens first. A person following you with intent has almost always been watching for longer than you realize. They have clocked your route, your pace, your awareness level, and your nearest exit before they take a single step in your direction, which means the signs appear before the following begins, not after. The moment you learn to read those earlier signals is the moment you gain time. And time is everything. There are 5 signs. Know all 5. The first sign is mirroring pace. If someone behind you consistently matches your walking speed, speeding up when you speed up, slowing when you slow, that is the most reliable early indicator available. Normal pedestrians do not mirror pace with strangers. They have their own destination and their own rhythm. Someone who adjusts to yours has made you their destination. Test it deliberately. Slow down noticeably. If they slow, speed up sharply. If they match it again, that is confirmation, not suspicion, confirmation. The second sign is repeated appearance. You pass someone at a bus stop. 5 minutes later, they are at the corner ahead of you. That coincidence exists. Cities are dense and routes overlap. But if the same face appears in 3 separate locations on the same route within 15 minutes, the probability of coincidence has dropped to near zero. The professional term is surveillance detection, the deliberate act of checking whether a face reappears. You do not need training to do this. You need the habit of occasionally glancing at the faces around you rather than your phone. The third sign is position maintenance. A person following you wants to stay within a specific range. Close enough not to lose you, far enough not to alarm you. That sweet spot is typically 15 to 40 meters. If you turn a corner and they turn the same corner to maintain that distance, that is position maintenance. The tell is the hesitation. Watch for the fraction of a second pause before the turn. A person with their own destination turns without hesitation. A person maintaining your position pauses just barely to recalculate. The fourth sign is the false stop. Someone following you needs to conceal the fact that your pace is controlling theirs. So when you stop, they cannot stop immediately. That would be obvious. Instead, they fake a reason to stop. They look at their phone. They pause at a shop window. They crouch to tie a shoe that does not need tying. The fake stop is one of the clearest signs available because it reveals intention. A person with a destination does not stop because you stopped. A person tracking you does. The fifth sign, and the most important one to act on immediately, is gut incongruence. This is when everything around you looks normal, but something specific does not sit right. Your brain has processed a signal your conscious mind has not caught up to yet. Research consistently shows that the gut response to threat predates conscious recognition by several seconds. If something feels wrong, not vague general anxiety, but a specific directed this person feeling, that is information. Do not dismiss it. Do not negotiate with it. Act on it. Which brings us to the 60-second plan. The moment you believe you are being followed, not when you are certain, when you believe, you execute 3 steps. Step 1, confirm without revealing. Use an anchor point. Stop naturally. Check your phone as if reading an address. Look at a shop window as if checking hours. Turn enough to see behind you. Note the person's position. Then continue. You have confirmed without signaling that you have noticed. Step 2, change your pattern deliberately. Do not run. Do not confront. Change your route in a way that has no logical explanation except that you chose to. Turn left when you were going straight. Cross the street mid-block, double back. If they follow that change, you have your answer. Step 3, move toward density. People, light, open businesses, a lit restaurant, a security desk, a busy gas station. You are not hiding. You are becoming witnessed. You are making yourself the most observable person in the most observable environment you can reach. A person with predatory intent does not want a witness. Every additional person in your vicinity reduces your risk. If all 3 steps fail to break the follow, if they have matched your anchor point stop, followed your pattern change, and moved toward density with you, you have 1 move left that works above everything else. Enter a business, any open business. Walk to the counter. Tell staff directly, "I think someone is following me. Can you help?" You do not need to know for certain. You do not need proof. A member of staff calling that person's attention or calling security changes the situation immediately. You are no longer alone. The situation is no longer private, and overwhelmingly, that is the moment the follow ends. Jade made it to her car that night. She does not know if he was following her or not, but she told me later that the 40 feet from the crosswalk to her car door were the longest 40 feet of her year. And the thing that haunted her was not what might have happened. It was that she had no plan, that she was completely unprepared for a feeling her body had identified and her mind had no answer to. You now have the 5 signs and the 60-second plan. You are not Jade at the crosswalk anymore. Share this with someone who walks alone. Drop in the comments, have you ever had that feeling and not known what to do with it? I read everyone. Subscribe to Safety Nest for more. Stay aware, stay safe.